Hi everybody, I'm doing the January 28th, 2020's daily tarot card reading. So the last reading that I did from the 27th, we had, I wasn't sure if there was a mistress that was coming back into play in the masculine's life. And so she was the last court card that came up for the previous day's reading. If it was a mistress, this was the Queen of Cups reversed. So if it was a mistress who came up, she had probably bought the masculine drinks at a bar the previous night, so on the 26th. Okay? So the masculine has this weird sense of money, finances, priorities, and loyalty. Okay? So anyway, so since the Queen of Cups reversed was the last court card showing, the first card for this reading is the Page of Swords. So this Queen of Cups, this mistress that was met in a bar, and it could be a previous mistress from the past, but anyway, she is spying on the masculine, okay? And the masculine had problems with his bill. He had like a bill, and instead of him like going out to pay the bill, I guess he went to go meet his mistress. I thought it was just a coincidence that he went to a bar, and I thought it was just bad logic. But no, that was probably his previous mistress. So I'm trying to make sense out of this story. So she's spying on him right now, it looks like. And I'm not sure if she's feeling defeated or he's feeling defeated. It could be that he's feeling defeated because he's like, oh, I brought this problem on myself. I know if I deal with this person, I know their tricks already. And so, yeah, I pretty much brought this on myself because I'm the one who interacted with her. So, the reason why the masculine possibly went to the bar to meet a mistress is because that might be his sugar mama from the past. I can't remember the storylines from days or weeks ago. I just recall that storyline in the past. And so, he had missed out on a job opportunity. He lost his job. His wife had lost her job. So when they got a bill, apparently he didn't go to work to do the right thing. He went to a mistress to get the money. Now she's spying on him. Now he's feeling defeated. Okay? So this next card, which is the Page of Pentacles, I'm not understanding what this is about. The Queen of Cups in the reverse was the last court card. So she's hearing good news about money. I don't know if it's about her money or about the masculine's money. Okay, so we'll see as I keep going through the cards what is really going on. So here we have a separation. This is a little confusing. So I'm just going to grab the next card to clarify about what. Okay, this is the King of Cups. So this Queen of Cups in the reverse may be separated from her husband. Now when I was doing readings a couple weeks ago, there was a Queen of Cups who was actually the wife of a cheating spouse. So technically this could actually be the wife, because it's very confusing who's sleeping with whom and who's doing what. So the Queen of Cups in the reverse could have actually been his wife. I'm really kind of confused at what goes on because I'd have to like line up all the readings and say, okay, this female here was with this person. And so I don't really have time to keep up with that, guys. So if the story resonates for you, you'll know who is the mistress versus who's the wife, okay? But apparently the Queen of Cups may be separated from her husband. So he could have at the bar met his wife that he was estranged from, or he could have met his mistress, one of the two, okay? It kind of seems like he was living with another woman, and so in all honesty, I can't tell you. I'd have to go back a couple readings and go check. So anyway, someone is having good news about their money. I believe it's the Queen of Cups that is spying on the masculine. I honestly think that he's the one feeling defeated because of the spying, but he's getting good news about money, okay? So, and then that might be further confirmed because we had this King of Cups here, which might be the husband of the Queen of Cups, okay? But behind that, we have the King of Pentacles. So it is saying that the masculine is getting good news about his money, which is, I guess, good news. The Queen of Cups is spying, so I'm just going to try to understand this and just say the King and Queen are married because they're both in the Cups family. These are water sign energies. So she's spying, trying to figure out what is her husband, estranged husband, doing. Maybe she's trying to figure out if she'd like to go back toward him. Okay? So at least that makes some sense. So, and he is focusing on his money, which is good because I don't always understand his logic. So at least his, he's thinking clearly. This masculine is thinking about past traumas. And I'm not sure if this is in regard to his money because he did recently just lose out on a job opportunity or on a job situation. I'm not sure if he's thinking about past traumas in a relationship with this Queen of Cups. Okay, so it could be that he's concerned about traumas financially. He's trying to build financial security at this moment. And apparently he's succeeding. He has King of Pentacles energy and the Knight of Pentacles. So he is thinking about putting an investment, giving charity to someone, okay? In this case, this may be in regard to his wife, okay? The reason why I would say that is because the next card here, we have an unstable home situation, foundation that's not built stably. This is about like a marriage on the rocks, okay? So this masculine is thinking about donating money into his own household as if that is some strange investment. That's something he should probably normally be doing. So the next card here is the World card reversed. And this World card in the reverse position means that somebody is not wanting to continue to invest money into their marital situation, their marital home. I'm going to assume this is the masculine, and I don't know what he plans to do instead of stabilizing his home situation. I don't know what else he plans to do. So let me look at the next card and see what is on his mind. So the next card here is the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this card is about, I guess, the masculine being irresponsible and neglecting his family, his priorities. He has them backward, upside down. And I cannot help, I'm sorry if I offend you, I can't help but to think about Sagittarian energy when I think about certain situations. We did have a Knight of Wands come up for yesterday's reading, and I think I was thinking about a Sagittarian energy yesterday also. So forgive me if that's offending you in any way, but okay, so I guess because if he's married to, or his marital household should be where he should be planting his financial investments, but apparently he has something else going through his mind. This masculine is going through a sort of depression. And, okay, so if he's not going to invest in his home life or in his marital life, it could be that he has another type of agenda that's ego-driven. It could be somewhat selfish. Okay, let's figure out what he's going to do instead of investing in his marital life. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning, which is bringing him luck, okay? If he is wise, maybe perhaps he's going toward his destiny, but I'm not really sure what's on his mind or what he's up to. So let me continue to read the cards. So this masculine is trying to create something. He's trying to find a new opportunity, create a new opportunity. Okay, it may make sense even though it's a little bit confusing. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, upright. There's some type of victory luck is turning in his favor. He's depressed. I'm guessing. Okay, and so I may still be a little bit confused as to who's getting what money and why. The Queen of Cups showed up as the last court card for the previous day's reading. She's showing up again, so the thing that's confusing me is who is this masculine living with? This financial situation that is in the reverse position in regard to a home or a marriage. It kind of confuses me who is married to whom. I don't know that for a fact, okay? Because there might be multiple different storylines going on, okay? So I don't know who he is living with. He's thinking about not investing in a home situation with someone, but that I did not clarify yet, okay? So, but if the Queen of Cups is his wife, I mean, technically, if he's the King of Cups, maybe perhaps that would make sense. The King of Cups thinking about his money, okay? So here the Queen of Cups shows up again in the reverse position. And so he's thinking about having a victory with the Queen of Cups, okay? His luck increased in regard to this person. It didn't necessarily say in regard to romance or not, but it just occurs to me that she bought him drinks the previous night. So this is either a mistress, because the Queen of Cups, the energy, water sign energy, Cancer, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. That is the energy of a person. Say, for instance, you're dating a water sign or married to a water sign, but not just because it says Queen of Cups, it doesn't necessarily mean that she is married to the King of Cups, okay? They could just be two water sign energies, okay? So this is the woman he had drinks with at a bar. Could be his wife or not. And so this masculine would like to invest with this person. She was spying on him, so they both have a mutual interest in one another. Okay? And so the next card here is kind of further confirming that he would like to make investments to create a long-term situation with this Queen of Cups. Now that could actually be because they have similar energies. So whether or not this is his wife or not, apparently he's attracted to this person. And right now, technically, she's in the reverse position. And what that means is that instead of her being loving and nurturing and about her luxury and her beautiful home, she may be more thinking, I'm better than this person, I'm better than that person. Just kind of thinking not so high vibrationally, kind of thinking about either what people want her to say and do, as opposed to being herself and just being loving and nurturing. So she's trying, I would just assume this is a woman who comes across probably beautifully with some type of money, and she's the type of woman that draws attention, but she's not doing it from her own desire to be that way. She's doing it to please others. And she can have a tendency to be jealous also. Okay, so anyway, this masculine wants to invest in her. The next card may give me a hint as to whether or not this is his wife or not, because this Four of Swords card is about a recovery. So I can definitely tell this is a past relationship partner, okay? So he's trying to invest with someone from his past. They both have water sign energies. This King of Cups, his qualities, his characteristics are that of a person who's sometimes loving, sometimes not. If he is loving, he doesn't want you to know that he actually loves you. Well, no, that's the wrong king. I'm sorry. This king is just kind of like a wishy-washy type person. He is he's temperamental. That's the best thing to say. So he is, it depends on if you're nice to him at the moment, whether or not he's nice to you back. He's not the definition of unconditional love. He's the definition of, I'm only going to love you if you love me first. That's kind of the energy that he's giving off. So I can't really recall why I started to talk about his characteristics. I'm explaining that they had a past relationship together. And what I just assume here, based on this masculine, he may have narcissistic tendencies to a certain degree, because it's almost like he only loves you if you treat him good before, you know. But this king wants attention, and he wants people to kind of worship him. Technically, he's a king, so maybe that's what kings do. But so this, what I'm just picking up is that this queen makes him feel good in some way. I don't know, maybe perhaps he's attracted to this energy. And this is not a love reading, so I'm not sure why I'm focusing on this. Because I was trying to figure out who was his wife. Was this his mistress or his wife? Okay, this reading has something to do with your past person coming back into your life or into your desire. So I don't know if I need to say anything else about this. I guess I was trying to understand the dynamics of their relationship and who she was toward him. But all I know is it's a past person, and they're trying to, or he is attempting to recover the relationship with this queen. Okay, so let me see. I'm not sure if this is the queen extending an offer of love to the king, or if he's extending an offer of love to her. But somebody's saying, hey, I want to rebuild something with you, okay? And so I wonder if it's the queen, because she is spying on him. And she was taking a leap of faith in the previous day's reading on the 27th. So she's taking a leap of faith toward him. So I wonder if both parties are trying to recover this relationship. Okay, so it doesn't matter who is saying, let's try to restart this. That's just the message that's coming through. One partner is saying, let's restart something together. And the other partner is stating, well, I'm kind of stuck. I don't really know what I plan to do just at this moment. What else is there? One partner is changing their perspective on how they see the relationship. Okay, so, okay, one more thing. There could be somebody could be in the middle of two situations, and so somebody has to make a choice, like, do I want situation A, do I want situation B? I think that would be the masculine, because I think he has a wife. I don't think the Queen of Cups is his wife. I can't remember the feminine that was in his life before, on the previous day. I think I was seeing, okay, yeah, I may have this in the reverse position, because we were dealing with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands was likely the mistress, and the Queen of Cups is likely the wife. So it seems like this masculine was dealing with his mistress, and now he's trying to return back to his wife. So that's reminding me of the previous stories, and that's like making sense now. Okay, so now he's trying to return back to his wife, or his wife is trying to return back to him. And so now the next card. Okay, so the Hanged Man here, as I stated, he has to choose in between the Queen of Wands, which is the passionate mistress, as opposed to his wife, who's the Queen of Cups. And if the Queen of Cups is in the reverse position and she was the wife, she could be in the reverse position because of past trauma. that was making her upset, or she's jealous because he was with someone else, okay? So the masculine has to make a decision which person he wants to be with. And so the next card here is the Three of Wands. This is about a new start. This is about your ships coming in. I suppose he invested time, effort, and energy into that relationship at some point. And so he's saying, okay, well, at least I didn't lose everything. Now this person's coming back toward me. That's in regard to the Queen of Cups, okay? So he is focused on creating something with this Queen of Cups. But I'm quite confused here, okay? Because it's confusing. So in previous week's reading, there was like confusing love triangles going on. And so that's why I'm saying I can't always figure out who's the husband and wife to whom, because sometimes there's multiple people. But here is stating that the masculine is trying to create something, but he's bound up in a marriage. So this masculine could be married to a Queen of Wands. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's confusing. In the modern day, we don't just have like a marriage, like a legal marriage. We have all of these other situationships, and I don't know how they are contractualized, if that's even a word. But so he's bound in some type of relationship. So I don't know if this relationship is a spiritual marriage or a legal marriage. I'm not sure. But this masculine is feeling bound because he's already tied up into something. Okay. And so the next card here, when I see his wife, a lot of times she is in tears, crying and stressed out. So this is showing his wife. So for this reading, or for this masculine, the Queen of Cups may not actually be his wife. Or, as I stated a while ago, it could be confusing dynamics that I don't understand. Someone's a spiritual wife, someone's a legal wife, and that's why it could be confusing for me to figure out who is whom, okay? But there's a feminine here that he's married to in some way, shape, or form, and she is crying and stressed out and having nightmares over this horrible situation. Okay. So now I have to figure out who is moving forward with a situation. Because right now I could be dealing with feminine energies. The last court card would have been the Queen of Cups reversed. Is she trying to move forward with this masculine that she was spying on? I'm going to just keep talking and see what comes out. So we have the High Priestess card here. There can be secrets. There can be intuition coming into play. The High Priestess can show passionate energies also. Here I'm just probably a little bit, I need a minute to understand what is going on here. So the masculine is seeing his ships come in regard to all the relationships he was juggling. He's trying to create a new opportunity. Is it with the Queen of Cups? Okay. So, okay, I'm just going to keep going on, and a lot of times it does make sense if I just keep going on. So, after the High Priestess card, we have the King of Swords, okay? So, and I don't know what happened to me earlier when I saw the King of Cups earlier. I almost started talking about the King of Swords, and I didn't realize I was doing it. It's kind of strange. So, the King of Cups can be a loving person, but it seems like it's not unconditional love. But his energy is now transforming into the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords has a different type of energy. He is more the game player. Like, I'm going to play games with your mind, figure out what I can get from you, you know? And he's not the type of person to show his love. He's the type of person to say, I'm going to treat you cold and I'm not going to show you love, okay? And so I'm going to pair this with the High Priestess card here in front of it. So there's a female who is learning a lesson about her choices in men, okay? And she is trying to move forward in this situation. So I just have to understand. Yeah, this is a little confusing. I'm trying to understand which feminine, because we have this Eight of Swords card here. This could be his wife. Okay, it could just as easily be his wife as the Queen of Cups reversed, okay? But a feminine is trying to move forward in a relationship with this masculine, but his response is, I'm not going to show you any love. I'm going to be cold and calculated toward you. And that makes me squint my eyes, because I'm like, wow. You know, it's just kind of confusing. The way this masculine thinks is confusing, so when I'm trying to explain it to you, I'm a little bit lost. So, okay, so I'm going to continue to read and see how much it makes sense. So the King of Swords is possibly rejecting the feminine coming toward him. I'm not sure if that's his wife or his mistress, okay? He's being cold and calculated and not showing love. And he's trying to gain self-control, which I guess is a good thing, but I would be confused as to whom this self-control is being shown toward. Is this toward his legal wife? Is this toward his mistress? Okay. So he's trying to show self-control. He's trying to moderate his excessiveness. He is right now in King of Swords energy, where he is not in King of Cups energy, where he could be drinking, okay? So maybe that's what he's moderating. Maybe he put down the cup and he's not being a moody alcoholic. He is being a strategic manager of a situation. He's controlling himself. He's trying to figure out, okay, do I want to show love to individual A today, yes or no? Or do I want to show love to individual B, yes or no? You know, I'm not sure what his thought processes are, okay? But I'm just saying he can play games. So the intuition of the feminine who's trying to come toward him is probably sounding off an alarm saying, halt, do not proceed any further, because if you do, this king here is going to play games with your heart, so watch out. So the feminine here, which could be the Queen of Cups reversed, or it could be his wife, the Queen of Wands, okay? I hope I said that correctly, okay? So the queen, or the feminine here, that's relevant to this reading, she is like, okay, I see your game. All right, that's fine. Because she's saying, okay, I'm going to play games too. I'm going to be cold with you just as you are with me. You're disappointing me because I expected more from you. And I don't know, she's not showing him love back. This is kind of, you know, love games being played. People are not showing their feelings. It's not about unconditional love, and it kind of doesn't make sense to me, okay? And so to further confuse me a little bit more so you guys can laugh, then we have the Two of Cups, okay? The Two of Cups. So I am not sure, but it almost seems like the feminine is trying to offer a commitment to the masculine, but they're both playing this cold-hearted game. Like, I'm not going to show you love. Who do you take me for? What do you know? This is confusing. So you have individuals that are playing games with each other, not showing each other love. You know, they may be communicating, but they're like playing this game of, I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to make you feel bad about yourself. I don't understand what is going on. And to them, that's love. Because if you look at this, you have a King of Swords and you have a Queen of Swords, okay? So they're both in the same energy, air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy, okay? But it's not the type of energy about showing your feelings and showing love and cuddling up and just, being into each other. It's kind of like cold-hearted mind game tricks that are being played. Things that are not spoken, not showing love, So I don't really understand why the games have to be played. So the part that I have to figure out now is what to make of this, because you have a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords, and then you have a love commitment, which, they're both in the same energy. For this reading, 2 times they come out with the same energy, because you have the Queen of Cups reversed and the King of Cups, and those were the first 2 court cards for the masculine and feminine, okay? So they were both in water sign energy earlier. They were showing their emotions. So the question that I have to ask is, at what point did they stop showing emotions and start to become cold-hearted? I have to wonder. Because the masculine or the feminine initially were trying to make an investment into the relationship to make it long-term and stable. And they were trying to recover the relationship, okay? So maybe the tricky part is this Page of Cups energy. What if the storyline is actually different? What if it's not the masculine who, oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, so what if it was the Queen of Cups, her husband, that was sending a message of love, this Page of Cups card? So guys, this is kind of confusing. So you could have a couple who is interested in one another, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and they met each other at the bar. They used to see each other, but they're both in a marriage with other people. That could be what's going on. So these are some interesting situations. They're not even love triangles. They're like love squares, and I got to figure out who's doing what and why. So this is quite interesting. All I know that I can tell you is that there's a love commitment being offered. But from the looks of it, it's not necessarily about love, because when it comes to the air sign energies, they could be divorced from one another, because they're not in the I'm going to show you a lot of love and affection type of energy. They're like, no, I'll tell you off. I'll tell you the truth. And I don't really care how you feel about it. And so they may be married, they may not be married, they may even appear to have feelings for each other and attempt to get married, but how secure and strong will that relationship be? Okay? So the interesting answer might come here with the last card, and we have the Judgment card, okay? So there's like a final call for a relationship to be renewed, okay? Between this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords energy. I'm not sure if they both have disappointed each other in the past. And I'm not sure if people are tired of playing games, and so they're like, okay, I'm not going to play any games anymore. Although technically they're still in game playing energy. But okay, no, I'm serious about you. Let's make this serious. Let's commit to each other. And let's just call it done and over with. We're just going to stay together whether we love each other or not, whether we play games or not. We're both playing with the same type of energy. I don't know. They're just... So if this resonates for you, you can leave me a comment and tell me if it made sense or not. Because right now at this point, if this was a personal reading, I could probably give you more information. But at this point, I can't tell who's legally married versus who just has the same energy. But all I can tell you is that like energies are trying to join. and trying to make it official here, okay? So I hope this reading helped you to understand something, and I'm kind of considering doing some type of Valentine's Day readings. So I might start working on that after I do the dailies, okay? Okay, so you guys take care. Show your appreciation by liking, subscribing, sharing, or commenting. If you'd like a personal reading or you'd like to make a donation, look in the description box below for the link, okay? All right.